Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Play fake. Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone.
Man, what the fuck was
into
that?
double coverage and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Man,
Here
this
he
one
goes
terrible.
right side. And into the end
That
zone.
was a
It's
stupid ass
pick
play.
6 and a Packer touchdown. So from one end
Oh,
zone
be doing
all the
dumb
way
shit.
to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray trying again after the pick six. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Packers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Complete. This is Lewis. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray to air it out again. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Yeah, these are the types of
I accept it.
They're going to get back into this game.
You had to put that cornerback in there because I ain't had no cap.
Nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
51 to Mike, boys, 51. Watch the flash. Watch the flash.
Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins.
God damn, I be
Murray for the
doing
3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones.
Oh my God.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of
Get
action.
the fuck out of here. This nigga just ran through my people.
Territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
What the fuck are you doing, Wade?
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Crosby puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go,
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
That's it, baby. Go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Check it back. Check it back. Big A's open. Big A's open. Crash.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
51 to Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Murray.
Man, what the fuck did I just do? I'm tripping.
Incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray.
Man, what the fuck, man? This nigga is throwing the ball bad.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones down to the 25. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is
he don't get no pick. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they're able to hold on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So yes, tight game, he'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And some room to work. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
Man, what the fuck, dog? Threw 10 fucking picks down here.
Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Looking deep for Adams. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, 'Last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make this.
It got his man complete.
Yeah, baby. We
Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, Devontae Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the numbers on the next-gen stats, it always tells us the story. He tacked on better than 40 yards after the catch.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
I'm just trying to figure out why this nigga won't throw the ball out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play fake, Murray. This is caught, it's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Murray again. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Murray now on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Dancing to his left.
Oh my God, that is terrible, dog.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check three.
Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people.
You really can't score him. I'm just doing
That's
stupid
not a major
shit.
criticism at all because you had to
You want to
try
run it back or you
What
done?
you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end.
You finna send it? Nah. I'm gonna play some real shit, man. I be playing so stupid. I throw so many interceptions, it's dumb.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Set to do the honors here. And off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll get that complete to the tight end Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This one caught by Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella
26 yards. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, now Rodgers. And this is caught right
Why you don't pick that, dog? You got an acrobatic. If you get, that's why we don't pick, because we don't got no acrobatic.
For any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The give is to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
Get the fuck out of here, man. This game trash.
Batted down and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On play action, it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demetrius Harris, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cards are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now Prater to add the PAT.
What'd you say?
And it's good.
What'd you say?
Jumped out here to a quick 14-0.
This he play. Nigga, I'm throwing it quick. All you throw quick. It's an RPO. You gotta throw it quick.
After the touchdown,
okay.
Prater to kick. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
Boy, this game
once you do
terrible.
the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Rodgers.
Man, come
That ball
on,
is
man.
caught.
Fucking
Marquez
kick.
Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. A give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running right, Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers.
Oh my God, this nigga's stupid. 22 stupid.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers are back within a score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Murray. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
First down, Green Bay.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Rodgers with the handoff to Aaron Jones. Taken down at the 19-yard line.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Check, 59, 59. You got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Ooh. 59. So we got man. Check.
Here's Murray. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Yeah, man.
Buda Baker with a pick. And they will
Get the fuck out of here. They make this nigga Aaron Rodgers. He's 6 million. Get the fuck out of here.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Oh, my God. These niggas
losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Another carry now for Edmonds.
Yeah.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Darrell Daniels there to make the grab. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. extra point good by Prater, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford.
And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's
how is that not a
got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray going to throw deep for the end zone.
And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Throwing now is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, 15 yards. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 26, check 26. Come on. 59 mark, check, 59.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 37. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
From the 27, Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
7 yards to pick up there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. Rodgers again now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Going deep for Hopkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Play fake. Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will finally stop it, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. To the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know.
So you playing again or you done?
Right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Shit, I don't know.
Back to throw it. Murray. Being chased out left. This one caught by Isabella. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And this will go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?